my best travel tip for vacationing in Istanbul. Travel during off-season. Your flights are less expensive, hotel deals are abundant, and you are guaranteed a less crowded visit to popular attractions where there are many must-sees. There is a downside though. Istanbul can be wet and frigid during the winter months. As always, the weather and your planned activities should dictate what you pack. A waterproof or water-resistant coat can be easily layered over a down coat, and sweaters come in handy as layering is key to keeping warm. In addition, a pair of rain boots with thick soles are essential. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, which was only 45 minutes away from the airport. Once we arrived, we were greeted with all the bells and whistles you would expect from a five-star hotel. But we were also treated to a room upgrade with a view of the Bosphorus. Like I mentioned, traveling off-season has its perks. Keep in mind the new airport, which is due to open April 7th, will be further away from the city. But the good news is, cabs are inexpensive. Istanbul is the only city in the world that sits in two continents, Asia and Europe, and it is the Bosphorus Strait that separates the two continents. The beauty of the landscape is populated with mosques, bridges, and ancient architecture. You can eat well in Istanbul without putting a significant dent on your credit card. But then again, you can treat yourself to some fantastic dining experiences. Either way, you will eat well. Here's another travel tip. If you're looking for suggestions on where to eat, check with Eater. It's an online food and dining site and has never steered us wrong. If you want to get a flavor of Istanbul, take a walk down the bustling street of Istiklal, known as the Grand Avenue during the Ottoman period. Istiklal has it all: hotels, restaurants, street merchants selling freshly roasted chestnuts, and shops featuring Turkish specialties. If you are going all out for a fine dining experience, make reservations at Mikla. The food is outstanding. Go for the 7-course tasting menu, where everything is paired with a Turkish wine. There's a restaurant known for their milk pudding made with shredded chicken. I know it sounds awful, but it tasted nothing like chicken and more like a slightly sweet and velvety custard. Absolutely delicious. I'm certain to butcher the name of the restaurant, so I will leave it in the link in my blog. The barbers in Turkey are renowned. Our barber deftly attended to the haircut and shave of my traveling companion and then lit a small torch to remove the hair in his ears. Here's another tip. Don't try this at home. Another must is the Grand Bazaar, which is the oldest and largest covered market in the world. This bustling bazaar has everything: rugs and clothing, jewelry, food, spices, and anything else you can imagine. From the bazaar, you can walk to the Basilica Cistern. Walking down into the cistern, you will immediately be struck by the depth and volume of this treasure. The whirling dervishes were next on our list. No photos were allowed. Keep your attention on the hypnotic and concise movement of the dervishes and their musical accompaniment. Another amazing restaurant was Merver, located at the top of the Novotel Hotel. Merver serves up traditional Turkish mezes with wonderfully smoked and grilled foods, all prepared in an open kitchen. I've got another travel tip for you. Get a guide. Ours was an absolute treasure. Alp worked out an itinerary with us where he guided us through Istanbul as its history unfolded. We began our day at the Hagia Sophia. We then made our way to the Blue Mosque with its magnificent tile work. Walking through the Topkapi Palace without the normal crush of tourists is another amazing experience. Don't miss out on visiting the harem. It's worth the extra charge. Don't miss the spice market. It's guaranteed to awaken all of your senses. Located just past the Orient Express, you will find the best baklava you will ever have the fortune of tasting. Look for it in my links below. Another traditional restaurant is Karako Lokantasi, a popular restaurant known for its mezes or small plates. The restaurant is packed with locals, which is always a good sign when traveling. An amazing feast awaits. Istanbul is spectacular, and I hope you all have a chance to visit someday. Eat well, laugh a lot, and travel chic.